you by thesis123.com. I learn and teach online.
Here's the next question, number 3. If the sum of the diagonal elements of a 2 by 2 matrix is -6, then the maximum possible value of determinant of the matrix is dash. Okay, so this is not a multiple choice question. Let's work it out. So the question says that the matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix. So that's going to be our first step to formulate a matrix that's 2 by 2 in size. So let's take it as A equals A, B, B, D. Now the reason I've taken B and B is because the diagonal elements sum up to -6, which means that the remaining elements can be anything at all. So what we have here is now A plus D equals -6. That's because it says sum of the diagonal elements. So that's A plus D. A plus D equals -6. Then we have to find out the maximum possible value of the determinant. Let's work on the determinant. Det A equals AD minus B square. So now B square, because it's a squared term, B square is always going to be non-negative. And also, in order for the determinant to be maximum, B square should be 0. Because if B square was some number, the determinant would become a term less, or less in terms of a certain unit, which is B square. So in order for this to be maximum, B square shouldn't be there at all. So that has to be 0. Now we have that det A is equal to AD, since AD minus 0 is just AD. Next, let's look at maximizing the determinant. Okay? Now mod A, we'll use this equation here. A plus D equals -6. If A plus D is equal to -6, what would D be? D would be equal to minus A minus 6. Now let's use this here. Det A is equal to A into minus A minus 6, which is minus A square minus 6A. So the expression for det A is minus A square minus 6A. Now in order to maximize the determinant, we would have to differentiate. See, dA by the determinant, I'll show that to you here. Okay, in order to maximize, d det A by dA is equal to 0. This is quite important, which means that d by dA of minus A square minus 6A. So you see the element there, that's A. That's why we have it in terms of A, differentiation in terms of A. So we have det A is equal to minus A square minus 6A. So we substitute that here and we equate it to 0, which would be minus 2A minus 6 equals 0. And that gives us a value of A. That gives us a value of A of minus 3. So we have the value of A, from which we can actually find out the value of D. So we have the equation A plus D equals minus 6. So from here, if we substitute the value of A, it's minus 3 plus D equals minus 6. That gives us D is equal to minus 3. So we have A equals minus 3, we have D equals minus 3. So all that's left is to find out the determinant. Now we have that det A is equal to AD minus B square. Now we have proven the fact that B square should be 0 in order for det A to be maximum. So that means that det A is just AD, which means it's minus 3 into minus 3. That gives us a value of 9. So here the final answer is 9. The maximum possible value of determinant of the matrix, the 2 by 2 matrix, is 9.
Thank you for watching this video. For future videos, please click here to subscribe YouTube channel. Visit our site thesis123.com for free student project or research ideas and online training. Follow us Facebook, Twitter, Google+ and Pinterest.